Hi everyone, Rich here from Only Vans. As we all know, the Staycation is going to be massive again this year, so this is the first time we've ever had a caravan, so I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to take you guys through what I think is the top 5 things you need to be mindful of when buying your very first caravan. Coming in at number 5, one of the things that you need to be mindful of is the weight of the caravan. So number 5 is, what can your car tow? So it didn't really have too much of an impact for us because we knew that we wanted to put it on a seasonal pitch. So we managed to get the manufacturer to drop it off here for us. But if you look at something like an Alpine 4, or something like we've got, which is Swift Elegance, twin axle, the difference in weight is absolutely massive. So for something like this, you're probably going to need an SUV, something like a Q7 Audi or a BMW X5, whereas something like, say, like the Alpine 4, you could probably get away with something like I used to tow my trailer tent in, which is something like a Ford Focus. Always check what your car can tow. Coming in at number 4 is budget. So always go there with an amount that you want to spend. So whether you're going to buy it outright, say, I'm going to spend more than 15,000, or if you're going to look to try and do it on finance, do it over 10 years, just make sure that you know that you've got an amount there that's going to be affordable for you, because it'd be counterproductive to go and get a caravan that's beyond your means and beyond your budget, and then because you're paying it off, not be able to take it as campsites and things like that. So make sure you always budget for what you can use your caravan for, but making sure there's enough money that you've got in there so that you can still go away and do all the things that you want to do. Otherwise there's no point getting the van. Number 3 is, don't buy the first van that you go in and the first van that you see. Me and Lisa probably walked in and out of 200, 300, 400 caravans, new ones, old ones, a little bit like a house. When you get into the van, you will know, but you probably or almost definitely will not get the first one that you go in, so try not to get carried away. We went and looked at vans all morning, highlighted a handful that we looked at and we were interested in. We went away, got something to eat, pros and cons of each one. Was it affordable, sustainable, all that sort of stuff. It's really, really important, because the last thing that you want to do is make a knee-jerk reaction, get a van, and then a month down the line think, I'm not quite sure I like the layout, or these beds aren't long enough, or we should have got a fixed bed, or something like that. So making sure that you look through millions and millions of vans is really important. Number 2, proper preparation prevents poor purchases. There is not enough research that you can do into your van, and try and put yourself in certain scenarios. So if you're a big family, you're going to want to make sure that you've got plenty of space in the van. You want to make sure that there's enough beds for people. You're going to want to make sure that if you're going to go away for weeks at a time and you are a big family, that the fridge is big enough and that the freezer is big enough, because ultimately if you go away and there's a big family of you and you can't put a lot of stuff in your freezer with beers and all that sort of stuff, then you're going to find yourself in a supermarket every day, and that's just a pain in the neck. There's just so many things that you just need to be mindful of. Are we going to be able to cook on it, and all that sort of stuff if there's a lot of you, or if there isn't a lot of you, is it too much space? And how big gas cans is it going to take? Has it got an electric hob as well as gas ones? Has it got a solar panel in case you want to go off grid? Research, and make a note of exactly what it is that you need. And secondly, make a note of things which aren't going to be absolutely essential to you, things that are like to haves as opposed to need to haves. Now for me, number 1 and the single most important thing that you need to know when buying your first caravan is, what layout are you looking for? Is it fixed bed? Is it not fixed bed? Do you want end washroom? Do you want transverse bed, rear bed? There's so many different variants now as to how your caravan can be laid out. Is your living room at the front, or is it the back, middle kitchen? So when we were looking I knew straight away that I wanted a fixed bed. And that's dead simple for me. Is A, I can be a bit lazy sometimes, and I like a drink. So the chances are, if I've been to the pub in the afternoon and I've come back and I've got to make the bed, I'm sleeping on the sofa, so I'm just not going to make the bed. You know, I found as well that in the middle, if the bedroom was in the middle, if you're trying to cook and stuff like that, and you find that you feel like you're almost cooking in the kitchen. Whereas, you know, the layout of ours for us was absolutely 100% exactly what we wanted. We've got that bit of space in the middle. We can get either side of the bed. You know, I'm 6'5", I am, so there's no point in us having a bed that goes across, because if one of us wants to go to the bathroom, it's either someone's always got to be climbing over someone, and same with the French bed. You know, someone's always got to have to climb over someone. Whereas with the Jack and Jill entries to the bedroom like we've got, it's just absolutely perfect. But everyone will want something different. You know, if you don't drink a lot and you've got the patience to put the bed up every day, you know, if you're going to go away for 2 weeks at a time, you're probably going to want a fixed bed. You know, and I say layout, you know, but probably ultimately, you know, the most important part of your layout is your bed. You know, like I say, someone's always going to have to climb over someone unless you can get either side of the bed. You know, so layout for me is the most important thing that you're going to need when you're doing it. Hi, thanks very much for watching. Now, this was just the thought process that me and Lisa went through. So, you know, if you thought about something different, or there's something that you think I might have missed, please pop it in the comment section below. You know, like I say, it's a case of there's no right or wrong answer, and everyone's situation and circumstances are different. You've got no kids, 3 kids, 5 kids. You know, this is just what we went through. But ultimately, buying a caravan is by far the best thing that I've ever done. Just got to make sure the OnlyVans mugshers in shop. Next thing that you want to be mindful for, bollocks.